Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today, smoking my matches 673, and in it I'm smoking some Gaworth and Hogarth Grasmere Flake. An incredible tobacco. It's a tobacco that some might call perfumey. It's got that Lakeland. I just absolutely love this tobacco. This is one that I will cellar as deeply as I can. If I'm able to get it, I will buy it. I've got, a pretty decent amount here. That should last me a little while. My lighter today is my monogrammed Zippo with JM on it. This is a 2011. My tamper today is a tamper that I made from the tree that my dad and I planted. I made that one really long so that I could keep trimming it up if I needed to, because I want that to last the rest of my life. I only made 2 tampers from that tree. One for me and one for a buddy of mine on the YTPC who requested one. And I wish I had taken a couple branches off that tree and brought them with me, because these have turned out to be really awesome looking tampers. And I coated it in an oil, and it really looks awesome. It's just it was a Christmas tree, a live Christmas tree that my dad and I planted back in the early 80s, mid 80s sometime, in the front yard of the house. The house is in escrow. And now I'm thinking, how I wish I had brought more branches from that house, or limbs from that house with me, so I could make more tampers, because that's a cherished memory for me. Planting that tree and watching it go from 6 feet to 70 feet. Over those almost 40 years. And my dad passed just a few years after we planted it, so it's kind of been a constant reminder of my dad. And this will be that reminder as well. And I will cherish that forever. And I remember the YTPC when I talked about making tampers. He asked me specifically if I would make him a tamper from the tree that my dad and I planted. And so I made his the same time I made mine. His is a little shorter than mine, but I've always found that to be the case. So, so anyway. But man, that came out good. I coated it in oil. I haven't coated his in oil. I figured I'd let him coat it. Anything he wanted to coat it in, I'll tell him what I coated mine in. He can decide what he wants to do with his. I usually coat mine either in mineral oil and beeswax that I've melted together in a 50-50 mixture, or just mineral oil. I was thinking about doing some polyurethane. I talked to a buddy of mine who's the guy who makes my guitars, and was asking him about coatings, and he said he wouldn't put polyurethane on anything that could be inhaled, so I'll stay away from that. He recommended peanut oil on, as long as you don't have any peanut allergies. But I use mineral oil on my wood cutting boards and stuff like that, so I just use use mineral oil on it. I mean, it has seemed to work wonderful on all my tampers that I've coated. Some I haven't coated at all. But boy, it's soaked in really nice on this. And it feels great. Beautiful day. Gorgeous day out. It's in the high 40s. Supposed to get up to 51 today, they said. This Grasmere Flake is just out of this world. Sadie and I went down to the knitting coop this morning, and she dropped off a couple of hats for the warming tree. And we had a really nice long chat with Miss Robin, the owner, and she was telling us a lot of her family history. And it was really interesting getting to talk to her and spend some time in there. And she's lived in Salem her entire life. So it was nice to get, we got a lot of information from her about the area, and she is so nice, just so friendly and kind, and just a sweet lady. And I'd ask you to all keep her husband in your prayers. He's battling cancer, and he's in the hospital at the moment. So she has requested prayers. So if you could all say a prayer for Robin's husband, I appreciate that.